Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see, another birth has occurred at the little homestead that we have here. And so a lot of really big news and changes. Yes, Pretty only had one. I think she had another one, but I think early on maybe her body resorbed it because there was like a secondary sac that had come out, fully sac with nothing in it but fluid. So I'm assuming she probably lost the baby early on in her pregnancy, because I did do an ultrasound, but I did it very, very early, and I saw two for sure, and then maybe a third. So I'm assuming the second one got resorbed because there was a secondary sac, and it took her a while to expel the placenta. So I'm assuming it was waiting for her body to drop that, additional sac. Anyways, so we only have one from Pretty. She's a little chamoisy little girl. She doesn't have any moon spots, but she has blue eyes. She's so cute, and she has cute little white markings on her. So she's actually going with her mom. They're going to a new farm in Alabama, and they're gonna enjoy their time together. I'm really happy because that means they get to stay together. I really didn't want to separate them, but I have too many unregistered goats that I can't really do much with, so they are gonna go on their way. Plus Pretty is a little bit aggressive with the other girls. The dynamics aren't working for her. She's an overly aggressive and protective I just started choking. Anyways, she's an overly aggressive and protective mom, so it's just not working out. Like she's just really aggressive and with the other girls, and once I start breeding my registered girls, I don't want her slamming into their stomachs, because that's going to put them at risk for miscarriages, and that's going to really be a strain on my pockets when I have to continuously rebreed them, because she's causing miscarriages, and that's not healthy for them either. So to avoid that, before I even start breeding my unregistered girls, who she fights with the most and she's most aggressive with, I'm going to go ahead and send her off to her own little area. She's going to a brand new homestead in Alabama, so she's going to have really nice pasture, and her doeling are going to be together, so they're not going to be separated, which is awesome. And it is a little bit harder to house Pretty, because a lot of people, especially down here where it's maybe a little bit smaller homesteads, they don't want to deal with the hassle of horns. So that's why it is a little harder to house her, but her doeling will be dehorned because that was the owner's request and preference, and I respect that if that's what they want. So I'll go ahead and dehorn her, and today is most likely the day they're going to go off. One of my friends is going to be the one transporting her, so it'll be all good. I'm really excited to see how they do, and I'm really happy they're staying together, but enjoy the rest of the video. I actually missed her labor. She was taking forever. I thought maybe she would take 24 hours to progress. We had to induce her because I was worried, since she had a singleton before in her pregnancy, that she could have possibly had a singleton this time, which I ended up being correct. And she was huge. The little girl that she had is actually bigger than the boy born last week. So she's a big girl, and I'm glad I induced her. I'm glad I went with my gut, and I just had the feeling to go ahead and induce her I ended up doing it at 47 days, so she had her at 48 days. So thank goodness I did that, because boy, would it have been a hassle to have to do an emergency C-section because the baby was too big. She was able to pass her, but it was an exhausting labor for her, I can already tell. So you guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel. We're going to watch the baby boys grow. They won't be leaving until the weaning age. They're going to be staying with us because I am hanging on to Canella until we decide where my farm is going. She's a good mom, and she's the only doe in milk. So we'll be seeing you guys, and we'll be having updates of the babies. Stay tuned, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Back here to check on Pretty. So I had to go ahead and induce her. I used Ludolase. It's supposed to help encourage her body to go into labor, because she's already 2 days past overdue, and She's had singletons before. She had a singleton before because she's only had one pregnancy. So I went ahead and separated her because she started acting funny after I gave it to her. She started like pawing the ground and stuff like that. And she's kind of pacing and stuff. So normally I would let them go into labor on their own, but she's going overdue, and God forbid she's trying to get out now. She's been acting a little more normal, but I don't trust her because she tried to go in the woods, and I'm not about to go fishing for her when she goes into labor in the woods. So I will let you guys know. Ludolace doesn't normally work this fast, but she started acting funny afterwards, and yeah. But look at her trying to break out. So here we go. It's just a waiting game. I only gave her 1 cc. They technically can get 2 cc's, but I want her to kind of just still go on her own without too much intervention. I was just getting worried because, again, you don't want the kids to get too big. If they get too big, it becomes an issue because they can obviously get in the way and she won't be able to drop them. And then emergency C-sections happen, and we're trying to avoid that. So here we are. It's a waiting game. So update, we made it till morning time. I didn't get any sleep. I'm so tired. But look at her. So her tail's kind of like going up and staying stiff, and then she'll bring it down. I definitely think she's having contractions. She's like staring off into space. Kind of like pushing a little bit. She was super agitated earlier, and this is why I brought her in here, because she was like almost like squatting, but nothing was coming out. So it's almost like that urge to pee, but nothing happens. I'm hoping she does go soon, but I'm really hoping she waits a little bit till it like warms up. I just don't want to be hovering over her all day. But she's really progressing. I really feel like it. When you can see how much her tail has sunk in. Her ligaments are definitely completely gone. I felt them last night. Like the last time I actually felt a little bit, a tiny bit, was around 6. And I waited about an hour, and at 8 o'clock they were completely gone. So could they have been gone at 7 or 8? Usually they state that ligaments will disappear 12 to 24 hours before labor. So some goats even, but with ligaments gone, the fact that she's been induced, I'm hoping it's, oh my gosh, she's so mad at me. I kicked her out, and now she's like, she wants to come back in here. But look how stiff she is. She's not making a peep. She's not showing. She's just really into the zone. I think she's just focusing on not hating life right now. Oh my gosh, I know this feeling. I'm optimistic though. I'll keep you guys posted. We'll see what happens. It's around 9 o'clock right now. So, I know, mama. Look at her. She's like frozen. She's definitely having contractions. Here we go. Oh, she's pushing. She just ran to the store because I think she's gonna take forever. And look at this. She gave birth to one of the babies, but I don't think she's done because I don't see a placenta. Oh, it broke. So far, one baby. I mean, I'm hoping she has more but that's a big baby, so I don't even know if she'll have more in there. She's kind of hunching still. She just might be going slow through labor. She just can't take too long in between because then it starts to become a little worrisome. She still hasn't dropped the placenta, which means the placenta could still be another baby. Until she drops all the placentas, then unfortunately we do have to worry about her still having a baby inside her. So we'll see what happens. But this is a little girl. Oh my gosh. And she has blue eyes. That's so cute. Yay.